What's up? Just putting a round over. On these flutes I make. Whew, it's chilly. Nice and chilly. I'm just chilling outside right now. Setting up my router table. Got a round over bit on there. I got some flutes I make. So I make these flutes. I'm going to be putting a round over on the mouthpiece. I got 4 of them to do. If I had a garage, I'd be in the garage, but you know what it is. Enjoying the sunshine, having a Red Bull. Leave a comment, let me know where you're chatting from or watching. I just got this new track saw guide that's on there. Portamate. Just clamps on nice and easy. So it's a good little purchase. So we'll see how this is gonna go. It's a little bit chilly, hands are frozen. So what the idea is what I use to bore out the holes, but so I'm gonna be putting this against there, spinning it until there's a round over on this. That's what it is. And then I got, this is made out of a desk, an old desk I found when I took it apart. And I put my router on it. Got my boots holding it up. And that's what's up. But yeah, I guess we'll give it a go on the first one. We'll see if we're lined up first. How about that? Let's see if we're centered out. So I can move my track saw just a little bit. I can move it over just a touch. So I got some guide marks there, but there's a pencil mark there. I'll try the pencil mark out. So you put it to the marks, and then easy as this little clamp here. Oh, it's kind of hard with one hand, but let's check it out. Let's see if I can get this to straighten out. Well, we got it reclamped. Let's check again, see if we got this thing centered. So I'm gonna say maybe a little more, slightly. So we're gonna go just to the other side of this pencil line I got. I'll hold this down with my elbow since I only got one hand. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Alright, well, go on the first one, I guess, and see how it goes. Let you guys watch from afar here. It's gonna get a little bit loud. Taking it from this down to, I don't know if you can see, but to that little sanded finish. So I kind of messed up on the first one, but since there's a hole in the middle here, let's see. Since there's a hole in the middle where you blow air through, so it kind of looks a little funky. You can see that little bit kind of went off center. On the second one, I kind of just held it straight, so it's not bad. This one looks a lot better. Just debating if I do a full round over on this or if I just leave it as so. It's all about, I guess, how it feels. I mean, that feels alright. I think I could live with that. Let's do another one. Let's see how the other one will look. So that one's not bad. That one wasn't bad at all. I mean, I don't know, for some reason I did a little bit better on the last ones I did, but so let's see what this one looks like. I mean, it looks alright. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I had made these flutes. They look pretty sweet. It's a little Native American style flute. Box inside, and then I just gotta drill playing holes, burn them out. Got 4 I'm working on. So we take the mouthpiece from this little square end, and we make some roundovers. Make a round mouthpiece for it. This would be a lot more fun if I had a garage. It's a little bit chilly today, but what do you guys think? What do you think of these? This is just poplar wood too, so it looks pretty nice for poplar. I'm just chilling like a villain. A little bit chilly. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I got one more to do. I think I'll do it right now. Alright, well that's the last one I got. Do I support LGBTQ? I don't know. Sure. Do what you want to do, man. It doesn't affect me. You know. Live your life. Smile. As long as you don't bug me, I won't bug you. It's about that. So this is what this one looks like now. This was the last one. I feel like there's a better way to do this. I should probably do this before I drill out that first hole. But I mean, it looks alright. Oh, there's 4 of them. That's all 4. That went quicker than I thought. It was only 14 minutes. So there's all 4. Round it over. Put them in the bag instead of putting my tools away. I just gotta sand them now. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're chatting from. Let me know where you're chatting from. Oh. It's pretty chilly out here. Pretty chilly. But check out my setup. I got my winter boots holding up my little router table. So I have no legs for it yet. My original plan was to like hang it off the tailgate so I could have it like right here, but still haven't figured that out yet. Thought I'd just go live, show some people what's going on. 23 people in here watching. Where are you guys watching from? And let me know what you think about watching some flute making. Yeah. It's actually really nice out, but it's just slightly chilly on the hands. I guess that's why I brought some gloves, but let's check it out. I don't know where to put this guy. This is my router table, check it out. Flip the camera. If I could flip it. So, this guy's detachable obviously, but so I just found this old desk. Took it apart. Mounted my router to the bottom. Just a cheap little $60 router. I gotta make some legs for it. Make some legs, not some boots. These are my winter boots. I don't think they should be under there, but had no choice. You know, leave a comment in the chat and let me know what's going on. Just cleaning up my stuff a little bit now. Finished routering. Doing some roundovers. RVB. I'm in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. Where are you at, RVB? Georgia. What's the weather like right now in Georgia? Sunny but cold. It's the same here. Got the sun shining on us, but I mean, it's been the nicest it's been for the past 2 weeks, so I can't complain. Yeah, in the 40s, but that's Fahrenheit, right? We go with Celsius here, so I don't know how cold that is. Canadians use Celsius. What is that like? Whew. It's like 40s Fahrenheit is what? I'm gonna say like 15, minus 15 Celsius maybe. Hola, what's up, Sam? Yeah, so I'm like finished out here, but I gotta go do some sanding inside. I was just working on some handmade flutes. What do you guys think of these handmade flutes? Gotta drill some playing holes, but so what I was doing today is putting a round over on the ends. Just gotta sand it a little bit better, and that's that. I did 4 of them with my custom made table. This is the custom made table. Little router. Sam, where are you chatting from? So I go take my table inside now that I'm done with it. But 5 Celsius. I think right now it's probably about, it's like about the same temperature here. Maybe -5. Ugh. So now I'm gonna take all my stuff inside and do some sanding if anybody wants to watch, but show my little setup on the inside. If I had a garage, that'd be nice. Yeah, it gets to like minus 35 degrees Celsius here. Maybe it's been -50 at some point, but this year I think the coldest was probably -38. So you get used to it though. Just bringing my tools in, and then I'll be doing some light sanding on these guys. Whew. Maybe have some coffee after a Red Bull, but RVB, what do you think of the flutes I'm making? I'll show you a finished one once I get inside here. Ooh, yeah. I'll just gotta grab these ones I'm working on, and then once I get inside I'll show you a couple finished ones. I hand make them out of poplar. I sell them to people, whoever wants one. If I had a garage, it would be sweet. Most of the time working outside. So 1 second and I'll show you. All right, we're inside now. Just gotta take off the boots, and then I'll show you. Yeah. All right. So a little bit settled here. I just got back in. Got everything kind of in the way. This is my little workbench. Not really a workbench, but work table. Got carving tools, some router tools, miscellaneous stuff, clamps. So these are the ones I have finished. Well, there's one that I'm completely done. And then you get different notes with them too. Like, so that was a G sharp flute, and this is a F sharp flute. This one I didn't do the round over. You could see kind of big difference. But yeah, so that's what they sound like when they're done. Let's see. G sharp. This guy's an F sharp. This one sounds cool. I like the sound of this one. Whew, I'm out of breath running up those stairs, but a little bit rusty. Whew. I am out of breath. You think it sounds nice? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, they're pretty sick. It's a good hobby to do. Sometimes you make some money off of them too. So that's always a plus. So now I gotta, there's some room here. There's some room, and then start doing some sanding on these guys. So now just to sand them. So what's your day looking like today there, RVB? Nice, nice. I just got back from running some errands. I went and picked up that track that I got. It's a Bora track for my router table, and then clean my truck. Then dinner with friends. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish sanding, and then I might play some game. I don't know, man. Kind of just a relaxing weekend. Are you subbed to the channel, RVB? What type of watch are you wearing? It's just some cheap, I don't even know. Something cheap. Made in China. My cousin got it for me as a gift. Something cheap. Something fake. I don't know. Looks cool though. If it was real, it would be sick. Tells the time though, so can't complain. Are you subbed to the channel, RVB? Oh, it just popped up. That's all good. Yeah, it's alright. The watch is alright. I mean, you know, for free. I got it for free, so it is what it is. Yeah, my channel's kind of just a random mix of stuff. Just a mix of me doing like carpentry, I don't know, some hunting stuff, woodworking. Let me know what you think of the channel once you do get a chance to see some videos. And let me know what you think. Always interested in hearing someone's opinion about the channel. Right on. Thanks, RVB. You're a gem. So now I'm just sanding away. There's some green here still left over I'm trying to get rid of. But so it's sanded, but I want to get rid of that. All right. Have a good day, RVB. Thanks for tuning in. Right on. Thanks, RVB. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, people. I'm just sanding some flutes, some handmade flutes. That's about all I'm doing. Nothing much today. Alright. Still slightly sees the green, but I'm trying to get rid of this green on there, but green seems to not want to come out. I think that means I gotta go harder. What's going on, people? I think I'm gonna make some coffee. Coffee sounds nice about now. Alright. Might call that one good enough for now. Call that good. You can still see that green, but I think once I oil it, it'll be fine. So this is what the end goal is. So what we're looking to make. You know, that's what the end goal is. start sanding another guy. That one looks a little bit rough. Needs to be sanded. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm just sanding away some handmade flutes. Leave a comment or like or something. Just sanding and sanding. Looks half decent. Yeah. What do you guys think of the wood grain on this? Let's see. This one looks pretty sweet. I think my favorite of these is this guy. I like the color on this one. It's not much wood grain, but you can see it there. Looks pretty sweet. It's got like some dark tinge to it, almost like purplish. Leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from, peeps. Just sanding and sanding away. I think next I'll be cutting some, trying to tune the flute to whatever key it needs to be. Alright, so you can still kind of see a line there, but we still gotta sand that guy out. that one. This one's a little bit funky. What's up to the 20 people watching? What's going on? Leave a comment. Say what's up. I'm just chilling. Doing some stuff. So, trying to sand this smooth. You can see there's a little bit of a little inconsistency there. So sand it flat and then sand it round. I think I'm going to call that good before I start messing it up. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, but I'm trying to go for a nice consistent finish on there. Once I'm done sanding this one, I'll get some hair ties and tie up these little square blocks I made for them. So these guys go like this, and then you'll get some sound out of it. It'll be something like this eventually. So that's the end goal. Do I wear zip hoodies? Not really. Wear pullovers mostly. Why? What's up, Daniel Garcia? Zip hoodies, like just zip up hoodies? Is that what you mean? What do you mean by zip hoodies there? Okay. I guess it depends on how it looks. Like, if it's a nice zip-up hoodie, I'll probably wear it, but more of a pullover kind of guy. Alright, well, been sanding 4 of these guys, so right now I gotta grab some hair ties. Why do you ask there, Daniel? Show me a jumper hoodie. What's a jumper hoodie? Like a pullover? I'm not sure what you mean by jumper hoodie. Jumper hoodie. There's one pullover I wear. Boom. Why would I put it on inside out? That's a little funky. Why would I do that? Why would I do that, Daniel? I'm not sure what you're trying to get at. It seems a little funky to me to be putting it on inside out. Why the heck is it rounded over? What are you spamming the chat with there, Daniel? What's your goal there? To get me to put it on a hoodie. So right now I'm sanding a block that goes on the top of this guy, like so. And then I'll be able to make it look like this. And we'll see what kind of sound it makes. So this is the finished one. But still a little bit sandy. Trying to make this completely flat is my goal. My mother has one of those pipes. It's a flute. Like, I could probably make a pipe, but this one's a flute. Where are you chatting from? Anti at ANTI? Where are you chatting from? I do some designs like this guy. I didn't make this one. This one was a gift. And there's another one I kind of did a little bit of designs on, but nothing like crazy. Yeah, I do sell mine, but I haven't sold very many yet. Yeah, they're fun to play, man. I like playing them. I like making them. I think this is my fifth one I've made. Where are you chatting from, ANTI? Just can't seem to get it flat. Illinois. So what's going on in Illinois today? What's the weather like? Just snow and field. Yeah, it's I live in Canada, so snow is not unfamiliar to me. It's nice out today though. I think it's like maybe 0 degrees Celsius right about now. Sun's out. Let's try a different block. Alright. This one's making some sound, so the block is just a little bit off. I don't know why I can't seem to get it flat. I'm having an issue here. Should try playing it ANTI, see what it feels like, or see what it sounds like. Yeah, I've never been to the States either. I think the closest I've been is the Alberta border because I'm from Alberta. Well, actually, I've been to, I don't know what's close there. Where's the yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like the way you play it. You want to hold all the holes and play like one at a time like that. You let go of one at a time, which would be like. I kind of just picked it up from YouTube, so I mean, yeah, I want to go to the States. It'd be pretty sick. I haven't been to the States, but Canada's nice. Canada's got some nice places to check out. Alberta and BC. BC border is pretty beautiful. Yeah, buddy. That's the vibes, man. Like, sometimes I just get in touch with the creator and I just start playing, man. I'm just like, feel my braid going stronger, man. Just go like. It's all about the. You just play your own song, man. You don't really. You don't play a song. You just play your song. It's a vibe, man. That's what it's about. You just go out there and let the wind flow. It's a good time. Like, I don't know. Check this out. This is my work table right now. So I got the dream catcher above. Got the eagle watching. Check out this. This is a moose collar made out of birch bark with an eagle on it. You know, those vibes. Those are the vibes. You know, just living the dream. The Canadian dream, I guess. Do you guys get a lot of snow in Illinois there, ANTI? Never seen anything like that. Yeah, it's sick, man. Make them out of birch bark. Then you use it to call moose. It's just pretty much a cone, right? But it's made out of birch bark, and the rivets that hold it together are made out of like the branches. You just make rivets out of branches. They're pretty sick. Well, I got one to play now, so there's one making noise. Let's see how it sounds with how you get it to play without holding it. Now it doesn't want to play. Too tight. There we go. Well, there's one making sound, and there's one with the round over. So I'll put that guy to the side. Start on another. Usually a couple inches, eh? Yeah, it was weird. Last year we didn't get, I think, any snow until January, which is like odd because we usually get tons of snow. I think this year we've got, I don't know, at least like 2 or 3 feet. Like there's tons of snow, and it's hit some pretty cold temperatures too, so. You like living in Illinois, out in the field, or what? mess with that one. Oh man, that sucks. That's tough to hear. I think, yeah, it's no fun. When I had moved here, I'd lived in my truck for about a month or two. And it took a while. Like I was working at the time, living in a truck, and then eventually I got a place. It was no fun. It's not the same as being homeless, but could definitely understand how that feels. Well, there's two. I think this guy needs some work. I think this guy need. I could imagine it's not the funnest time being homeless. Here's my little chisel I made out of a flathead. I don't know if you could see this. Oh man, that's horrible. Yeah, it sucks when you don't have a car. I could imagine. Like, yeah, it's not fun at all. Try to get a lift out to the field or an Uber. That's funny. That's pretty funny. None of them were catching those vibes or what? How do you do that? The chisel thing? So I sharpened it right to a point. I have this two-sided stone I use. Just because I have to groove a channel in the middle, you can't really see it, but it's like from here to here, there's gotta be a channel for the air to travel from this hole to this hole. So I just used a flathead and made it into a chisel. Like, why not? Use what you got. It's the way of the West, I guess. Works nice, man. It's actually one of my favorite tools. All I'm trying to do is make. Yeah, it works pretty good. I mean, if you have a flathead that's not being used for anything and you need a chisel, they do work. Let's see if I did anything. Made it worse. Right on. Oh man, I just messed that up. too deep. That's horrible. This is one of my favorite ones too. Shit. So what's going on today there, ANTI? What's your plans? Let's see if this block does anything. Yeah, I don't know. Ambi safety. Are you right-handed when you shoot or what? This is horrible. What did I do? I'm gonna leave this guy for last, I think. I think I need some work. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling, same, straight up, like, I don't know, got nothing to do, so thought I'd go live and see what's up. Thought I'd go live and just chill. I'll probably play some Call of Duty after I'm done here, but I don't know. And that's funny that you just tuned in, seeing that your mom had one, you're like, yeah, I'll check them out. So you choke up pretty high when you're holding it like that. And then this hand hits the safety or your trigger finger? Because I'm left-handed, man. It's weird. I shoot a bow right-handed and I shoot a gun left-handed. Oh, on the grip. Like right on the grip. I see what you're saying. Pretty much like right where your hand sits, like right here. I got a 22 and 30-06 and a 308. I got a lever action 30-06, which is pretty sweet. And I got a semi-auto 22. My 308's bolt action. It's not like the States, we don't get to have all the cool stuff. They're cheap up here. You do any hunting ANTI? Yeah, the bolt action's pretty cool. It feels like you're like, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like a sniper, I guess, when you're using a bolt action. I like my 308 lever because I'm left-handed. My bolt action is right-handed, so it's, I don't know. It's not always the most fun. You got some pretty cool guns or what? This thing's fucking rounding out. Yeah, being like left-handed shooting bolt action, like I'm holding the gun and I gotta operate the bolt while I'm holding it like with the trigger hand, and it's like when you're standing up, it's a little funky to operate, but like it shoots, it's all right. But with the lever, ARs are cool, man. Like I wish Canada's getting real strict, trying to take away everything. So even ARs are kind of like iffy subjects over here. Pretty much every variant of an AR is getting banned here. Oh, why is it just rounding out? Kaylee, KJ, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I remember you from the last stream. What's going on, Kaylee? Yeah, I could imagine Texas is probably where it's at if you want to be like the Wild West, have some fun with some guns. What's up, Kaylee? What about that said? I'm not sure what you're saying, Kaylee, but this is what I'm doing. Working on some flutes. I make these flutes. This is one that's finished. So that's what I'm doing, having some fun here, messing around, chatting. What are you up to, Kaylee, KJ? I forgot where you're chatting from. Where you're chatting from? So I remember you were watching when we had the truck going. Where are you chatting from, Kaylee? I totally forgot. I think it's like somewhere, I'm trying to say across the ocean somewhere. Yeah, different woods make different noise. Like, this is just cheap poplar, which is like not the best to use. But yeah, I don't know I want to try using different kinds of wood. No, it's what you make it out of, because like to make I just gotta find some hair ties here, tie these things up so don't mind me. Yeah, because what you make them out of is what depicts the sound it's gonna make. The way you carve them is just what changes the note of it, I guess. I learned to play it like that, just messing around, a little bit of YouTube, but as I make them, so I play them too. Might as well play them if I'm making them. Like, I want to try making some out of cedar, I think, because this is just poplar wood, which is like ultimately super cheap, but it's still a good wood to practice on. Alright, there's two. There's two that are making noise now. The third one. Right on. Thanks, Kaylee. I make them, so it's a good time. I sell them too. Sell them to whoever wants to buy one. Yeah, man. Spread the word. I make them. I might have to make a little store online here if I'm wanting to sell them around. Like, never know. Any videos on how to? What's up, Jason? I have some shorts that kind of show what's going on. Like, it's a little bit of a long process. And so far I've only made out of poplar, but I'm sure I could make some out of a different type of wood. It's just a matter of getting my hands on a different type of wood. And the videos on how to, I'm sure I could make a video, like a long form video, or maybe make a couple shorts showing on what I do, but basically it's like, I don't know, it's tough to describe in such a short time, but you like hollow out the middle. So what I do, I split these into two pieces. I don't know if you could even see the seam, but there's a seam there. Like, you can see it on this end. Seam. So I'll split it into two pieces, and then I use a router table that I made. Yeah, that would be sick, man. Like, it'd be a good gift. Like, handmade, right? I take my time, hand make all of them. It's not just mass produced out. Well, there's 3 that make sound, so now I gotta find another hair tie, I think. Like, I think my next bit is to use cedar to try and make them. I'm struggling to find a hair tie here. Well, there's one. It's kind of dirty, but yeah, like so the first one I made, I used a knife and I carved them. Like, it kind of takes, you can use a chisel. The best would be to use a gouge chisel, which has like a little bit of a round, and then you just go like this. You chisel out as you're going, and then you leave. So like right here, this is like where the air, it goes from this chamber is hollowed out here, and then this is a chamber here from this way, and then this is a solid piece right here. So you would hollow out this half, then hollow out this half in 2 separate pieces, top and bottom, and then like using your gouge, and then you smooth it flat with sandpaper, and then you carve out a channel like in the middle. Like, it's kind of hard to see here, but there's a small channel about 1/8 or 1/16 of an inch in between here, and then that's where the sound travels in between. From this is called the sound chamber, and then it travels into this. So, and then there's a cutting edge right on this hole at the front of it that's like at an angle, so the air goes and it splits, and that's what kind of makes a sound. Yeah, man, I'll get to working on getting something out on there, because I'll work on something. I gotta debating if I make a social media page for them or if I actually make a little store online. But, and the router bit is it depends on the size of flute you're making. Like, so for these ones, these are 1.5 wide. So you want to use like a 3/4, would it be 3/4 or 5/8 bit? So 5/8 would do half. 5/8 and 5/8 would make 1.25 inches, which would leave you with a 1/4 inch wall all the way around. So I use a 5/8 bit for this. This is a G sharp flute, and then this is an F sharp flute. So you'd see there's a difference in size. This one I kind of used a knife, because I think this is I don't even know, this is quite a bigger flute, but it all depends on the size and the notes of the flute. And to tune them, you kind of just, yeah, I think I should, like, I'll have to make a page with a store attached, like, and like it's, so like to tune them, like the main thing is like, so you start off with just one of these. Once you're done like doing your carving and you get it to make sound, getting it to make sound is the hardest part, but you start off with that, and then you have a fundamental note that you start with, and it's like The fundamental note is basically if you're holding all these playing holes closed. That's the note of your flute. So like all the holes closed, that's a G sharp. And then what you do is you trim down to sharpen the notes. It'll get sharper and sharper the shorter the flute gets. And the same goes for the playing holes. If you make the hole down more or up more, it'll sharpen or flatten it. And then also if you make the hole wider or smaller, and then also like tapered, if it's tapered out or in, it'll change the pitch. It's quite extensive. It's kind of a hit and miss. I have for social media, I'm gonna have to work on that right now. Like, so maybe just subscribe to the channel and then I'll work on getting a page open for the flutes. Like within this upcoming week, I'll try to have something going on for the flutes. And I'll tag it in. I'll make another video, or I'll do another live this week, and I'll schedule it, and then I'll post it in the link description of my next live, I think. That way, if people want to be buying something, I could have a link to the flutes. I think that's probably the best bet, because right now, I just have my personal social medias and no page just directly for these. So I think my best bet would be to wait a couple days or something until I make a page dedicated to it. All right, well, that's 3 flutes making sound. One of them is not making sound. Five, 7, 06. What am I doing, bro? I'm making flutes. So I got flutes here. You know, that's what I'm doing. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, Auntie, I'll yeah, keep posted, man. I'll work on something this week, so because I would like to for sure start selling some of my flutes, which would give me like a little bit more motivation to make more, because I haven't been working on them lately, but it's definitely a good hobby that I enjoy. And then to make some money to support the channel and grow the channel would be, you know, be lovely. Be a good way to keep it going. Thanks, 5706. Where are you chatting from? So this is the one that's not making sound. Alright, these 3 are making sound. One of them's not making sound. I'll figure that out. From Mexico, and Trump didn't deport you? Oh man, that's funny. You live there. I'm in Canada, man, so we're on the opposite ends. And yeah. Alright, A&T, keep tuned, man. I'll try to work on something this week and get a page open up, and you know, keep tuned in. You know, for sure I'll try to work on something. I'll try to schedule a live here for one of these days this up midweek, I think. I'll try to schedule something. I'll post it on my page. So, what's going on here? I think think I cut a little bit too deep on this guy, so I'm gonna have to kind of repair it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned, man. Thanks for dropping in and watching, man. I'll definitely post something on the page and try to schedule it. Too deep where? So like Jason, there's a, like I was saying, there's a channel inside this middle. It's kind of hard. Let's see if I can flip the camera. So let's see. You can see there's a little channel there. And what I did, you can see like it kind of tapers a little bit too much. So the air travels from there, goes over this under that block, and then that where my thumb is, that's a cutting edge. That's where you make sound. So I had tried to chisel a little bit, and I chiseled too much, so the sound's going all inside of the flute and not cutting at that edge, which is kind of, I think that's what my issue is. And that's kind of partly how it's been. You know, you nail it, or you kind of just, you don't nail it. It's kind of a struggle. It's kind of an eye thing. You just watch to see if you get it right, and rather than cutting into it a little more, or adding glue and some wood, I think I might just try to taper this out a little more and see if the air goes up. So we'll see what happens, but I think that's what my next, I'll try to make a little bit of a channel in here. I'll make a little channel on this block. So I definitely cut too deep, but try to taper this guy a little bit. Shit. Now I'm struggling. Nice. So what's going on? What's everybody doing now? What's going on, Jason? And TI, I think, is gone, so what's going on with everybody else? Excuse me. I think that's a little bit of later action, I don't know. But there's one. Mexican or Puerto Rico? Who, me? 213 Long Life. Who are you talking to? So I got 3 flutes playing very well. That one sounds a little funky. But there's 3, and then this guy's giving me struggles. I don't know. Debating what to do. Maybe I just... I think I gotta fix it. I think I make a little bit of a little wood mix and try to glue it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to do. Do that, or I sand this down a little bit. Not quite sure what to do. I think that's a later kind of action. Looking from the black sides, leaking from the black sides. So on this guy, like what's happening? So when I carved it too deep in the front, like if I could draw, like I'll draw you a little picture. I got a paper right here. From the block sides. No, it's not leaking from the block sides. so that the air isn't like so too far deep. The air is now going more down into here instead of splitting on this cutting edge. So it's like when I hold on the back side of it, it lets the air more so go up and it splits evenly against that cutting edge. Like if I hold this, which would hold it kind of at an angle like that, it blows fine. Like, but if I just leave it, it overblows. So something is going on. And I'm not quite sure. I'm actually not 100% sure. I'm trying to think of what my issue is. Like I could try another block and see what happens. How about that? Because with another block, I don't even think it'll play. So this is just a flat block from one of my other flutes. Nothing. But so you can I don't know, to sharpen it from the top, like yeah, you can, because you could sand. I just gotta get my phone charging here. 1 second. So you can sharpen the cutting edge from the top, I guess. I would say you can, but I've never really did it that way. Like, let me take a look at this guy. So you could sharpen it from the top, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what's the best option to do here. Because you don't want this hole to widen that way. Like if you sharpen it, you're going to start cutting. I don't know. That's a good question, man. It won't kill it. It'll just, it's all like finicky. It's all just tiny little adjustments. Otherwise, you cut too much wood and then, you know, you're kind of stuck with however much wood you cut off, right? You can't, you could always glue wood back on, but it's not always idealistic. How's it play right now? It's struggling to play. So, like right now, it doesn't play at all until I hold my finger on the back. Like the air, having it flat, it seems like it's all going down into here and not going up because I cut the channel too deep. But if I hold my finger on the back side, then it'll start playing. See, like it barely plays. Now it doesn't want to play at all. Let's see. Just barely playing. So trying to troubleshoot it's always a little bit frustrating, but I'm just trying to think of what I could do. I could try. I think the best way is to kind of mess around with your block rather than messing around with your flute, because you could always make this block flat rather than trying to mess around with the flute and then having to glue on stuff to the flute. So that's kind of my idea right now, but if I could get it to play with smallest adjustments on this block, that would probably be the best option. What's up, Banana Phone? Where you watching from? Yeah, what country? Greece. Nice, that's cool. I'm just out in Canada. Yeah, so I got 3 of them to play. They're playing nicely, but this 4th one is giving me trouble. So I got this one to play. And I got this one to play. And then the 3rd one is playing as well. They all sound slightly different. This one just giving me trouble. So I think I might just try to make like a little bit of wood and some glue mix and try to see if I could raise this up a little bit. What's the weather like out in Greece right now, Banana Phone? That's a nice name, by the way. How did I start making flutes? I don't know, man. I was just kind of one day I just decided to make flutes. Like, I'm Native American, and it kind of just intrigued me. So I guess my idea here now, I'll show you guys in a second, but won't be able to touch it till later. So I made a little glue slurry mix. Glue and wood. helps that. Because I had gouged a little hole a little bit low here, but okay. It's kind of a repair. I think I'll save this one for myself. So there's a little bit of a low point there. I think I'll let that set, and then I'll try it again. Try it again later, I guess. I could probably show how to tune the flute if somebody wants to see that. Yeah, so you want to see how to tune the flute. I got another phone here, so let's see. Put my phone, I got a tuner on here, and then, so let me grab my tuner out. Alright, so it's going to be kind of hard to see. It's hard for me to see. Excuse me. We got ads. It's kind of a little bit of a process, but I'll tune one of these. Alright, so let's double check. I think we're actually is this an A or pretty sure this is an A sharp. Let me double check. Okay, so I gotta check what the fundamental note is. I have two flutes. And they're not the best tuned, but I try my best. So I think they're A sharp. Which is let me check my I had to check on my pictures here because I have the notes of what the flute is supposed to be tuned to. Right, so okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is just an A flute. So it's got to be tuned to A. So I have this. Check it out. I think we're. It's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to set this up in a way where everybody could see. Let me see. Stack up some stuff. So we're looking for an A. And we're at like G sharp, I think. So to sharpen this, it's at a G sharp and we need to go to A. We gotta cut some off. The more you cut off for your fundamental note is gonna sharpen it. I'm gonna start by like a small 1/4 inch cut off, which is kind of a little bit crazy. I'm gonna use this. It's not the best tool to be cutting it with, but I am going to be using that. So let me let me try cutting some off, and then we'll see how close we get. Try cutting off a 1/4 inch. This is a little bit. Should I use a skill saw to do this, or like a chop saw? But I'm honestly hoping I get it right the first time because I don't want to cut this again. Not with this saw. This is not as fun as using the skill saw. And I'm not a fan. Okay, we're through on some of it. Just about there. Okay, just about there now. So I cut off a 1/4 inch. Let's hope that was exactly what I needed because I don't want to cut that again. There you go. So let's hopefully we're still at A. The more you cut off, the sharper the note gets. I don't know if you could read that, but probably not. It's backwards. So we're starting to hit the A now. We're still flat though, so we need to go even more cut off. Because before we were at G sharp, and now we're in A, like if you could see. Even if I sand it too, it'll even get sharper, but I could try cut just a little bit more off. It's going to be kind of a hassle, but I think I need to go like an 1/8. That's too much. I was hoping the first time I would have got it, but it was close. I don't even think this cut I'll get it. Alright. Kind of denting this thing to do this in a slightly better way. This is not cool. Okay. If I had a skill saw, this would be a lot faster, but right now I'm struggling. This little saw is not the best. It likes to cut crooked as soon as I get too deep too, so it's not the saw to be using. This is just leaving dents in it too. Sheesh. Not a fan of this saw. Alright, so that was an ugly cut. That was a horrendous cut. Oh man. But for the purposes of the video, it'll do. I think I'm gonna have to clean that right up. I think we're gonna hit A now, but see, we're right. We're just about tuned. So now that I'm close, all I'm gonna do is sand it now instead of cutting it. But usually I use a skill saw when I'm cutting, which is kind of quite a bit better than this. I don't know why I bought this little hacksaw. I thought it was gonna work. And it definitely does not do the trick. Just trying to clean up my cut now. My cut was horrendous. Okay, that's slightly better. So now what I'm going to do is, since we're so close to A, now I'm just going to sand the tip down to sharpen the note a little bit even more. So we're still slightly flat. So I could sand even more, which is kind of good. We're still flat, so we gotta cut even more. But basically this is how you tune it, so it's such a hassle. I don't know if I want to be tuning this right now. Like, maybe I get this one tuned and then give up on the others. It's pretty tough to be cutting with this thing, man. I feel like I gotta just muscle on it to cut this thing. Are you still watching there, Banana Phone? Yes, sir. Nice. Okay, well, I'm cutting off a little bit more. I'm gonna get this one tuned just for you. And if Jason's watching still, hopefully. Alright. That was a nicer cut. I think I'm getting better with that little hacksaw. So one thing to keep in mind is to make sure no debris, because I just changed my note. There's debris in there. Let's see. So we're still not quite there yet, but I think I'm going to cut off a little bit more. Let's double check it. So we're almost there. I don't know if I want to cut more or if I just want to sand it. I think we'll do one more little cut. You can see how it's like nicer when you have a skill saw, because you're not making all these cuts with a little hacksaw. Alright, that was like a 16th. Ola, Dannery, what's that? Daneri, I don't know how to say that. Artigas. Alright, I feel like it's the one. Alright, first try. Still a bit more. I think I'm going to try sand it now. Man, so close. that made any difference. We're just about there. It's a little bit arduous to tune it, but I don't know. It's worth it. The only thing is you go little by little because you can't really add wood. You don't want to be adding wood like gluing. Just a bit. We're just about there. I think that's it. Let's see if this will focus. Maybe just a bit more. Just a hair more, but I think I'm gonna stick to that. I think that's right where I'm gonna leave it. And that's how you tune it, banana phone. You pretty much you cut it a little bit long and you trim it down to when you hit your fundamental note, which is an A in this case. And the shorter you make it, the sharper the note gets. This one's a beautiful one. Really like the colors. Almost looks like purple on here. But yeah. I think I'll get back to, well, that one's tuned there, banana phone. Let's see if this guy's ready to kind of clean up a bit. This is that one I repaired. That glue dries pretty fast, so let's see if I can get this one to make some sound now. So what's going on, people watching? Leave a comment and say what's up. I think I might stop streaming here pretty soon. I've almost been streaming for 2 hours, 3 hours. See if that made a difference. I hope it fixes it. Didn't do nothing. There we go. So honestly, so you split the wood, like it depends on, so if you get like square stock or if you get round dowels, it depends. So either way, you're gonna split it like a square stock of wood, like just like a square you buy from a store. I'm bleeding. You would cut it right down the middle. Like say if it's 1.5 inches wide, you'd cut it at 3/4 and you cut it straight down the middle. Then you'd have 2 halves of this thing, and it would generally. So I use. Let's see if I got something here. I did have something here. So maybe let's see. So what I've been using is dowels. So this is kind of like some scraps I have, but so this is what I do. So I would split these like this. I would cut it down the middle. If it's a square, it's the same thing. And then you would take, and then your chamber is going to look something like this. I'll make some marks here. So this is what it's going to look like. I use a skill saw. So like when you split it, so like if you take, like if you were to do it out of a branch, you could use probably just a splitting axe or something. Like they have a tool for it. I forget what it's called, but it's like you hit it in there and it splits the wood. Like it's not an axe, it's something else. There's a specific tool for making flat splits, but if you were to split it, you could just sand it smooth. As long as you got a sanding block and it's smooth, you start with one square end, one that's flat, and then you just do your cuts with something else. Like I used a skill saw or a table saw. Like generally usually have a skill saw because it's like I'm at home most of the time and I'm not in a workshop. I don't have a garage. But a skill saw is probably with a nice clean blade, fresh blade. And then that's what your like chamber looks like. On both halves it's the same thing. And then eventually you carve the top where it goes, drill some holes. But I think I got this guy to make sound now. Maybe. Let's see what it sounds like with a flat block, I guess. Please work this time. Yeah, that's what I just repaired. So now we're cooking. Sweet. This one works good now. So that's all four working. Then one of them's tuned. And then this guy. This one overblows for some reason, but I'll be back in 1 second. I use the washroom. Alright. Are you sub to the channel, Banana Phone? Because I could definitely put out more videos showing a little bit more of how to make some flutes. Like if that's something you're interested in. I got some videos on there. First time you've seen the channel. Nice, right on. I got some videos, like, there's a couple shorts that I have on my channel that show a little bit more than what I'm doing. And like, feel free to take a look at them. And then if you have any questions on I'm always open to questions. Like the channel mostly just me doing the work stuff, carpentry, a little bit of hunting, a little bit of woodworking. It's just a general hangout channel. Thanks for the subscribe. see if this plays with a flat block now. This one doesn't want to play with this block. If you have questions, like, you can post it in the videos. I'll definitely go through them. Like, and if I don't, like, if I do another live, I'll schedule it so that you could. I'll probably schedule another live for maybe middle of the week or Thursday night, something like that. Either middle of the week, like Wednesday or Thursday. But you could leave a comment and then I'm sure I'll probably get to it. So I generally do read a lot of the comments. Right on. Appreciate the sub, Banana Phone, all the way from Greece. Watching this Canadian make some flutes. Appreciate it. But I think that's pretty much it for me today, man. Any other questions before I finish this live? But no questions from you. I guess I could play one little tune before I go and call it a sweet stream. I think I'm gonna play some game now, have some coffee and play a game or something, I'm not sure. Alrighty guys, well, thanks Banana Phone. That's what a finished one looks like. And that's in A flat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I think I'm done for the day. Actually, one question for you, Banana Phone. Do you like the sound of that one, or do you like the sound of this one? This one's a different key. You like the second one a little bit more? I like it. It's got a deeper tone to it. It's nice. It sounds smoother. Yeah, this one, like, it's weird. Like this one's like sharper, because it's a sharper note. This one is like, I like the color of this one too. It's the same wood, but and the same finish. I use the same oil. For some reason, it just soaks in differently. But alrighty, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in, Banana Phone. Peace out. Everybody have a good day, and like and subscribe. Keep tuned in. I'm gonna post live again this week sometime. So that's it for me. Peace out, everyone.